Hello and welcome to a new episode of the garden series on our channel. In this episode, we'll talk about the success we've had as well as some challenges we may had and what we've been able to harvest. So this year is from 2019. We had a couple of big pots that we bought grown plants in. Those gave us quite a bit of fruits. It was a really good year for that. But we also got some planted in the garden. This is what we had from the actual garden. Now in the garden, they don't really have enough time to ripen. The season is pretty short here in Calgary. This is what I've noticed, and it is better to keep them in pots. This way you can bring them in and out when you have frost or snow, because it's quite often we get snow in May or and in September. So this is why having them in pots, you can bring them in and out whenever it's cold. But even when we get harvest from the garden, we can put them inside in the basement in dry and dark place. They will ripen there. However, they will not grow anymore. Like once they are separated from the plant, the growth stops.
Like this, I can grab everything, no?
Yeah, the basement, and it will roll in the front. Yes.
I guess that pepper is gourd pepper.
The footage here has been from 2020 for a while now. And in 2020 we did buy several pots of tomatoes. I think it was like 5. Definitely more than 2019, but we also bought eggplant. Again, we did have more success. I can say, like with the pots, it is way better. And we were buying again grown plants, so we're really not dealing with them too much. However, it is expensive to buy the grown plants. So for 2021, we actually started growing our own plants inside, and we started way back in February. I also should mention we actually started planting in the middle of the summer. My wife planted in July new tomatoes. At the time I told her they're going to die, they're not going to survive. And but they did give us a little bit of fruits. We brought them inside for the winter. They stopped producing fruits in the winter, even though they were right at the window, but I guess the daylight hours were too short. The windows was also facing south, so they were in the sunniest possible position. But yeah, they didn't grow fruits, but the plants survived, and they started growing fruits in the spring, and we actually had tomatoes in May. We'll see them a little bit later on here. But here again is the eggplant from last year. We did not plant any eggplant this year.
Yes. Huh? Ooh. It's too heavy. Yours?
Yes. That is good. Grab it.
More. Oh my god. Look.
The green plants here are mint, actually. 1 kilo and 350 grams. Now, just a word here about the mint. It grows very easily. You just have to plant it and pretty much don't have to do anything with it anymore. You just pick it when you want to use it, and it grows on its own. It regrows every year, so it's very, very easy to grow. Here are eggplant again. And we did have some pepper. We have more pepper this year. But this year's pepper we also did completely on our own. We planted it from scratch. We started in February. The good thing is that we had a spare room in the house that we didn't need to use for anything else, so we basically turned it into a greenhouse. And it's a room that is facing south, so that was even better. This here is lentils. I was pretty happy like how much harvest we got from the lentils, but it is a real pain in the butt to separate the actual lentils in the end. So we're not planting lentils anymore, even though I really like them. And we did have a lot of strawberry last year, and they were really, really good. And we also had carrots, cabbage, and corn. Oh, by the way, we do have sour cherry. And I do have to prune the tree every year, but it is fairly easy, and it gives lots of fruits every year.
Our carrot is ready. How to harvest your carrot? You think it's the best spot to dig it? Oh. It's a small carrot. Ooh,
They're not small.
it's huge. It's bigger than last year, right?
Definitely, yeah. They've been in the ground much longer.
Yeah, there's a more.
Yeah. There is.
It's I guess it's a grass.
Oh yeah, this is nice. Look at that. Is this all grass?
But there's one carrot.
Where? I don't see carrot.
Oh no, it's all grass.
It's all grass.
Carrot is coming.
Where's the carrot? Oh, I cut one.
That's okay.
That's not good.
Maybe we can get like 1 kilo of carrots. Do you think? But
Yeah.
there's a giant carrot.
Yeah. I think we can. There it is.
Mm.
It's clicked open.
So we need to harvest, right? Need lots of snail. It's a lot. See that? It's a lot.
It's a lot of snails.
And a lot of carrots.
I wonder if I can just pull them out. Yeah, they come out, see?
Oh, wait.
Remember you were saying that we're not gonna have any carrots? I don't know what we're gonna do with that many carrots. We have to give to someone because
You cannot eat that everything.
yeah.
You cannot eat. Is there more?
Yeah, that's less than half. Yeah, they started splitting open. Some of them.
Yeah. Good thing we harvest.
Some of them are small though. I guess I don't plant them properly.
Yeah, because you just
Yeah.
throw the seed in the yard and then that's it.
They don't have space to grow.
They need also social distancing.
Soon we're gonna have to get the potatoes out as well.
You're a farmer now, Sasha.
Yes, now I am a farmer. Some not so much.
More to dig. Look for carrots. It's a lot. Ooh.
Get it out.
Maybe it's big.
Ah, I broke it. Yeah, it's big. Continue to break it. That's not a good idea. Okay, let's just undo this.
So last year, that's how you harvest the carrot?
Yeah. Just so the soil loosens because it's really hard. Yeah, lots of work to do to clean them up. Lots. And yes, carrots are very easy to grow. Just throw seeds in the garden and just water after that, and that's pretty much it. The only hard part is the harvest. And yes, that is almost 2 kilos of carrots. But we love our tomatoes, and here's our setup inside in that room. This we had for the winter, and yeah, some of them kept growing a little bit in the fall. Most of the tomato plants died out. 2 that were planted in July actually survived, and I had no idea they could survive. But now I know they can survive several years in a greenhouse. We also experimented with potatoes last year.
What? It's super from the potato. I told you.
Yeah, there is no here.
So I mean, where's the potato? Where's the potato? Find the potato. Ta-da! We got one potato.
Leeches.
Oh,
There is no potato, huh?
there's no potato. There's a lot of potato over there.
But they eat them, see? This one is eaten inside. Leeches.
Oh, this
There's the leech. Huh? Yeah. Oh, look at this. See? Huh? Oh, she's awesome. Look at it.
We have an escort.
We can cook it tonight.
Amazing.
My hands are dirty. This year we have a lot more potatoes and we continue to experiment with corn. But here's what the tomatoes that survived the winter looked like in May. May of 2021 this year. And yeah, those tomatoes were very, very tasty. We got some harvest in May, early in the season. And this is the second tomato plant that survived the winter. It is yellow tomatoes. Those were really tasty as well. But the other plant was bearing and continues to bear more fruits. Here we go, some more late in May. I was pretty lucky to make salad with those and didn't have to buy tomatoes to make my salad. But we're also experimenting again with tomatoes in the garden. This year we have cherry tomatoes in the garden and it looks like they might turn out pretty good. We'll keep you updated on that. But with this, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for spending the time and I hope I'll see you in our next episode. Goodbye.